Are you growing canna lilies in your garden? Do you want to, but aren't sure what they need to be happy in your garden? Keep listening to find out more about canna lilies and if you can grow them in your garden. Welcome to the DIY Garden Minute. I'm Sean McManus, and on this episode, we're going to go over a quick plant profile to get you more familiar with canna lilies. A striking and luscious flowering and foliage plant, canna lilies can be the jewel of your garden, but only if you know what they need and what makes them happy. Canna lilies are a tropical-looking plant that are actually native to the United States, and you can still get them planted right now. They are part of the Cannaceae plant family and can be grown as both indoor and outdoor plants. Oh, and really quick, if you're looking for any garden deals for seeds, bulbs, or containers, definitely check out our deals page for 10 to 15% off coupon codes at spokengarden.com/deals. Now, canna lilies are not only known for their beautiful iris-like flowers, but also for their banana tree-shaped leaves that come in different variegation combinations of greens, yellows, and whites. Cannas are a versatile and useful plant to have in your garden, so let's get to know them a little bit better. Canna lilies are considered a herbaceous perennial that grow in USDA hardiness zones of 8 through 11. They are primarily grown for their flowers, but like I mentioned before, their foliage can also be used in the garden for texture, filler, or for a tropical look and can be a game changer. They grow from a rhizome that is a thickened underground stem, which is a kind of bulb, and it can be tricky to know in what orientation to plant them. The trick is to see where the majority of their roots are actually growing from or originating from to know which end is the bottom. The other trick to know is that every rhizome is a horizontally oriented underground stem, so you'll plant them horizontal. Now, canna lilies can reach up to 60 inches tall. They flower from mid to late summer, and they have a more clumping or upright kind of form. They prefer full sun locations, they like nutrient-rich, well-draining soil, and they prefer regular watering, but don't like to be too dry or too wet or in boggy soils. Canna lilies are susceptible to many mosaic and vegetable viruses along with root rot. You can prevent most of these diseases by not overwatering them and keeping the soil just moist. They are also susceptible to spider mites, grasshoppers, aphids, and caterpillars, so watch out for these throughout the summer in your garden. And that's your canna lily mini plant profile. If you want to know more about canna lilies and how to plant them, definitely check out the planting guide from Eden Brothers. You can follow the link in this episode's description. And thank you for listening. If you want to learn more about a specific garden topic, you can always go to spokengarden.com and type your garden topic in the search bar at the top of the page. And make sure to check out our deals page to save 10 to 15% off your next garden online purchase for bulbs, seeds, and containers at spokengarden.com/deals. We'll see you in the garden.